2011 and up Ford F-150 offers a variety of engine choices that give you great power and increased fuel economy. So to increase the truck's performance, Volant created a unique air intake design that allows for more airflow with a larger air filter and an optional ram air scoop. The factory air intake features several restrictive bends and an air filter box that's connected to the radiator coolant overflow tank. But while other aftermarket intake systems are stuck using the limited size of the factory filter box base, Volant's air intake uses a new overflow tank that mounts closer to the firewall. This allows the use of a larger sealed air filter box that features an extra inlet port that can be connected to an optional ram air scoop. Volant's high-flow intake tubes also provide unrestricted airflow and are attached using rubber couplers and stainless steel clamps. The system also comes with your choice of a Volant filter with PowerCore filtration technology that lasts up to 100,000 miles and has 99.97% filtration efficiency. Or Volant's Pro 5 cotton gauze filter that has 5 layers of protection that can be washed, oiled, and reused. While the intake sounds like a challenge to install, Volant made it really easy by using the factory fittings, hoses, and cap for the new reservoir, along with a new filter box and high-flow air inlet tubes. Installation begins by disconnecting the negative battery cable. Unplug the mass airflow sensor and then remove the vacuum hoses to the factory intake tube. Then the factory intake tube clamps are loosened at the filter box and at the throttle body so that the intake tube can be removed. Simply unlatch the filter lid and remove the factory air filter. You'll also need to remove the mass airflow sensor and the rubber O-ring so you can transfer it over to your new intake tube with the new screws provided in the kit. The new Volant coolant reservoir tank will be mounted further back in the engine compartment, so 2 of the fender bolts are removed to install the new reservoir and bracket assembly. 2 bolts hold the factory filter base and coolant reservoir in place. Once they're removed, the entire assembly is lifted and placed out of the way. The Volant reservoir easily bolts into position with the brackets and hardware provided in the kit. Carefully remove the clip on the factory reservoir hose fitting and pull it away from the reservoir. While pinching the hose to keep coolant from leaking out, replace the clip and attach the hose to the new coolant tank. Remove and replace the other hoses and transfer them onto the Volant tank. Then you can simply tip the old tank and pour the coolant into the new one. Once all the coolant has been transferred, you can then swap the top overflow hose. With the extra space, the new Volant filter box is inserted and bolted into position. The optional ram air scoop fits between the box and radiator core support and exits in front of the bumper. It's then connected to the filter box with a coupler and stainless steel clamps. The remaining hardware is then installed to secure the box and coolant tank in place. Then you can attach the filter. Volant's high-flow air inlet tube is also attached using the provided couplers and clamps. If you're using the ram air scoop, you'll also have to attach the final piece to the inlet tube that draws in cool air from behind the factory bumper. Once the system is in place and the filter lid is installed, you'll be able to see how the intake provides a higher volume of air to deliver more power when you need it. Volant's cool air intake for the Ford F-150 fits all V8, V6, and EcoBoost engines. So the next time you're looking to add performance to your vehicle, check out www.volant.com.